Don't know what we're doing.
What we saw last night. Hello, everybody.
What did we see last night?
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
My name is Darren.
I'm Graham.
And last night we went to the cinema to see The Night Before.
Oh, yeah.
It is directed by a chap called Jonathan Levin, I think, and stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen, and the guy that plays the Falcon, whose name I just forgot. What's his name? What tells everyone the plot of the film really briefly whilst I try to remember his name?
Okay.
I've got Bucky Barnes in my head, and that's not even the Falcon, that's the Winter Soldier.
No. Yeah,
So what's it? Anthony Mackie, starring Anthony Mackie.
There you go.
So go on, what's the story about?
Oh, God, you're here. Well, basically, three guys, since their youth, have this tradition of going through certain places in their town to celebrate Christmas.
Specifically on Christmas Eve.
And this one year, things go terribly awry.
No, this one year they get tickets to go to a party they've always wanted to go to, and it's the last night, Christmas Eve, they're going to be spending together because they're all going to have to be adults and parents and whatnot afterwards.
Yeah, if you want to give the synopsis.
Yeah, which is what I asked for. So, did you enjoy the film?
I liked it a lot.
Did you?
It a lot. Yeah, I really liked it. Yeah, thought it was a lot of fun.
I mean, obviously, don't give the jokes away or say the jokes, but what did you like about it?
The jokes.
Oh, okay.
All
It
the
was pretty
jokes.
funny.
All the
I'll give you
jokes.
that. I laughed quite a bit. I
know
laughed
you
a
did.
few times.
I know.
My favourite bit,
Clocked
don't
it.
give the jokes away, but my favourite joke was the, spoiler alert for this joke,
Yeah.
was the bit, this one probably made me laugh, where they get into the limo thing again,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
scream, that girl just stole my weed, and the limo driver goes, that fucking bitch, I'll kill her.
Yeah.
Just so unexpected.
Flaws it,
No,
yeah,
not
yeah.
expected. It's expected for you guys.
That's it. You've ruined it.
Yeah, so,
Spoiler.
okay, so what else did you like other than the fact it made you laugh? Was there anything else you liked, or was it just the fact that it got a little giggle out of you?
I did get a little giggle out of me. Yeah, I really liked it. I mean, it's the humour's really all you're really looking for in these films. It's not
No,
much substance.
I don't agree with that.
No. Really? Why? What?
Well, I would like it to be a good film as well.
Oh, no, yeah, I know. Yeah, you'd like it to be, but you don't go to see these films to expecting
I
a
do.
really good film.
No, I do. Well, obviously, you go to any film expecting it to be a good film.
No, I think it was a good film,
I
but
don't.
not in a kind of a tradition, in a
I don't think it was a good film at all.
not a good film.
It made me laugh.
It
but
had
I
a start,
think...
a middle, and an end. Most films don't even have that.
Oh,
Not most
fucking...
films.
Yeah. About
Yeah,
a quarter
I
of the
know,
film
I
was the
know,
beginning,
I
the
know.
quarter of the film was the middle, and half the film was the
I know,
fucking end.
I know. Yeah.
So-
they do. Yeah, they often do this. Like it's like knocked up and all this, and it's just like
Yeah.
it's just.
Well, this is the problem.
Leave the schmaltzy stuff out of it.
Oh,
Well,
no,
not
that's
out of
also
it.
the problem. Like, yeah, I fucking hated the end, the schmaltzy bollocks. Like, literally,
Yeah.
it's like an entire hour and 15 minutes of, fucking taking mushrooms and snorting cocaine, and there's pictures of cocks. And then the last 20 minutes is, oh, I love my wife, oh, I love my friends. And it's just like, blah. Like, literally, blood was wanting to vomit. It's like, just shut the fuck up. This is what I hate about Adam Sandler's movies. One of the many things I hate about Adam Sandler's movies is that they go, oh, isn't
Have
he
you
a
ever
bastard?
watched one fully?
Yeah, I've watched loads of Adam Sandler's movies.
Okay.
Big Daddy, for example.
Sure.
Big Daddy, he spends the
That's
whole
a really
movie
good
being...
film.
No, it's a fucking awful
That's
movie.
a really good film. I will
Anyway,
defend to the death about that film.
yeah, well,
Happy Gilmore, Big Daddy.
let me get my point
Oh.
rather than going on fucking massive sidetracks. So,
Sorry, I thought it was a conversation.
yeah, it is, but you're going off topic.
yeah.
So the problem is, as in with Adam Sandler movies, they
Go
try
on.
and have their cake and eat it. Where for the most of the movie, he's a
Yeah.
bastard. Oh,
I
they're
know,
horrible.
I know.
And then they go, oh no, he's actually a sweet guy at the heart. And you go, but I wasn't laughing for the last hour and 20 minutes because he was sweet underneath. I was laughing because I thought it was funny when he was a bastard. Not in Adam Sandler's case, obviously. He's not funny. Except in Punch Drunk Love. But, so with this, I didn't need that horrible sappy ending that just went on forever. It could have ended, I'm not going to give anything away, but at the party, at the end of the party, and it just went on and on and on. And then just when you think it's going to end, it goes 1 year later. You're like, what the fuck? Is this the second half of the film? We're going to get a next year's Christmas now? It's like The Godfather Part 2, like mishmashing the past and the present. So I hated that.
Yeah.
And as you was like, what I thought you were going to say with Knocked Up, what I hate about these films is just how fucking, like, indulgent they are. And how, like, they start... And I read in the IMDb trivia this was the case with this. They don't have a script. So it's just a bunch of people saying funny things. And none of them want to be the one that doesn't say the funny last line. So it goes on and on and on and on and on. And you end up with a film that's like 2 hours and 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
As opposed to the
But that's how
proper,
they-
decent comedies, like with Nail and I, Spinal Tap. Spinal Tap, which is an improvised comedy, which is like an hour and 25 minutes or something. Just because it's long, it doesn't mean it's good. The best thing to do is distill all that shite into crystal goodness, of which this didn't do. I'm not saying I didn't laugh.
No.
I laughed loads. It made me laugh. But as a film, it really annoyed me. And there was a few jokes that, I know this is being pedantic and just for me, that annoyed me as well. Particularly.
Jokes that annoyed you.
Yeah. There was the one, where she was like listing all her Grinchy inspirations. And the punchline was, and Hans Gruber from Die Hard. And it annoyed me when she said from Die Hard.
I know, yeah, I thought that.
Yeah, it's like, just say one of your inspirations is one of the bad people at Christmas is Hans Gruber, because that's then Hans Gruber is the punchline, but instead the punchline then became from Die Hard. And I think if you don't know who Hans Gruber is, you don't deserve to laugh at the from Die Hard joke. And also, there's a bit where she then references Hans Gruber's climactic scene in Die Hard. I thought it would have been funnier if it had been like a spaced Simon Pegg style shot for shot thing, as opposed to just the same action.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like pointless.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I laughed it. I laughed at quite a lot of it. I really liked it. I'm glad I went to see it. There's stuff about those movies that constantly annoy me, and I had hope to a degree for this one because it's directed by Jonathan Levin, and all the other ones usually are, let's have everyone that knows everyone and they all improvise each other. Like I really don't like that End of the World one.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. There's like 3 jokes in it. And what?
Just leave it out.
Okay, but I thought this one would be good because it's from the director of 50/50, and 50/50 isn't really a comedy even. It's not one of those improv comedies.
You like that film? No, you like This Is the End?
No, really.
Yeah, you did.
Don't.
The bit with, what's his name? And he's got the gun.
Yeah,
he's
that makes me laugh. And the bit with Michael Cera at the beginning makes me laugh. So that's 3 minutes worth of laugh in what?
It's
how long is it? 2 hours?
You're an idiot.
No, it's not in the bit where they're like doing the wanking thing and throwing their hands. It's just like, okay, stop.
Stay away from comedy.
Stay away from comedy?
Yeah. You just stay away from comedy.
Okay, I will, so
your standards
I'm
are
allowed to
clearly
watch
set
that then.
too hard. No, it's not. You're not getting it. You don't get it.
I am.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be good because 50/50 is really good. And
it's a completely different setup, though.
Exactly, that's what
and
I
just
thought.
I
thought
Knocked Up and this, and
yeah,
this is
exactly.
the end and stuff
so
like
I
that.
thought they would have the restraint that 50/50 had, as opposed to the improvisation.
Why would you think that?
Because it's the same director.
Yeah, but it's the same group of guys.
Well, it's the same group of that as well. It's
if
Seth
you know
Rogen
that
and
these
Joseph
guys
Gordon-Levitt.
get the jokes out, in a specific way and stuff like that,
By
which they
fucking
clearly
waffling.
do. Yeah, and then just taking the best shots, then that's clearly
so
what's
then
going to
edit
happen.
it, or do it and script it, or improvise it like the Spinal Tap people do, where they improvise it like until the point where they get just the jokes. They don't just
I get that.
switch the camera on and say say what you like.
I know.
So what are you arguing then?
Nothing. I'm saying it could be better. It's just I'm saying
agree.
like for what it is.
Yeah, for what
it's still really funny and still really enjoyable.
But
I
at
don't
the
think you
same
can take it
time,
away. I mean,
it's
you call
really
it
annoying.
a bad film and stuff like that.
I don't think it's a great film.
No, that's fine and stuff like that. I mean, their processes of filming isn't what you would choose.
Indulgent.
Because you hold these like Spinal Tap and stuff on such a high pedestal.
Yeah, or Shaun of the Dead.
Mm-hmm. The British comedies, I think the British just know how to do it a bit better.
Well, Spinal Tap's not British.
A bit more reserved.
Then they're not actually English Spinal Tap. They're Americans. They're just really good accents.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are the hours? I believed it as well.
Yeah, it was good. Anyway,
all the Spinal Tap quotes as well.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's the most famous one.
Probably the most obscure. Yeah. Anyway, so go on. What else did you hate about this film?
No, I think that was it. The fact it went on for 9 hours too long, and the fact that it clearly was. I mean, I won't say it because I know that a person that was with us that saw it really liked it. But and I don't want to ruin it. But the cameo kind of annoyed me.
Opinion.
No, I know.
Oh, really? The cameo?
Yeah, because that was just like, oh, for God's sake, let's just.
Why?
Because it's just so obvious. Like,
was it? Did you guess?
No, but I mean, like, well, back to the word indulgent. It's like, why?
They're just a group of guys who like each other. What's the problem?
I'm pretty sure that Nick Frost and Simon Pegg are best friends, and Peter Serafinowicz and.
Would you make films with your friends if you could?
But I wouldn't shoehorn them in. And I would make sure we had a sort of narrative and script and,
Also, what if he was just... I don't know, I've not read the trivia and stuff, but what if he was meant to be in it all the way through and stuff, but he was filming, like...
Well, then don't
Of Mice and Men or whatever on stage, you know what I mean? It's not a stupid thing to say, is it?
It kind of is.
It's not, it's just like he couldn't be there, and they're
So
obviously a
then
big
change it.
family. They're
not a big
They're not
family.
doing it to make a great film, are they? They're
Well, they
doing it
should
to
be.
make a really fun... Did you like Michael Shannon? Did you like his cameo?
Yeah, I really like... Well,
It's not even a cameo, is it?
No, I did... Michael Shannon was really funny. And obviously that was, like, because he...
president.
Yeah, that made me laugh. Obviously that's because I really like Michael Shannon, and Michael Shannon generally plays the most terrifying people on the planet, so to have him play a kind of loopy drug dealer worked quite well. I didn't like the conclusion to his character. Which
But
I
that's
can't say.
their style, though, isn't it? Again, it's just stupid.
You say their style. Who are they?
Those guys, all
What
those
guys?
guys, all those guys,
Who?
Seth Rogen and that, they're all...
Seth Rogen and that. So just Seth Rogen then?
I don't think he wrote it, but yeah. It's that group of, they all
But
collaborate,
you
don't
say
they?
they all
sit
collaborate.
together.
But so far, Joseph Gordon-Levitt does other films with proper directors like Christopher Nolan with a script. Seth Rogen's gone off and done a Danny Boyle movie where he was really good. And Anthony Mackie, as far as I know, has never worked with any of them. So you say that's what those guys do? Who?
Yeah,
Who are
but
those
no,
guys?
but still, I mean, you've got...
If it was like a Judd Apatow movie, I'd understand.
Yeah, behind Superbad.
Yeah, but this isn't a Judd Apatow movie.
Seth, what's his name in the other one?
Rogen.
No.
Seth.
Yeah, anyway,
Jonah Hill.
It doesn't matter.
But so you're going, oh, that's what you expect from one of these kinds of films. And I'm saying, well, based on Jonathan Levin's previous film, 50-50, that's not what I expect. If it said directed by Seth Rogen or directed by Evan Goldberg or directed by Judd Apatow, maybe I would expect it and I'd criticise it for the same thing. This, I was hoping, would not do that, and it did.
But couldn't you just enjoy it for not what you
I did
expected?
enjoy it. I did enjoy it for what it was.
Yeah, no, but you still had your expectations going on.
Well,
you shouldn't go
I
into
expected it to be a good film.
This is a public service announcement. Don't go into a film with any expectations. Just don't do it. Literally, don't do it.
Well, you should expect it to be a good film.
Why?
Because you're paying to see it.
Yeah, no, you're paying to see it, obviously.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's in that instance. That's a situation on your behalf.
What?
If you get handed a DVD for free and you watch it, that's not you haven't paid for it.
That's like saying...
No, but are you expecting a free DVD? Sorry. Are you expecting a free DVD to be a good film?
Yeah.
Why? Because you haven't paid for it. Why?
Well, hang on.
Why? What? Oh.
What, am I expecting it to be a good DVD?
You just said I had to pay for that to watch that film, so I expect it to be good.
Well, regardless of if it's not, I will be disappointed.
So
I'm not going to go, I've got a free DVD. I'll put it in with literally no expectations, and if it's shit, I won't be unhappy because I had no expectations anyway. 2 hours later, that was a shit film, wasn't it? It's a good job I didn't have any expectations, or I'd be disappointed by now.
No, that's not the point, though, because if you go into it with no expectations, or even if you expect that it's going to be shit, you're going to enjoy it.
Well, in all honesty, it was better than I thought it was going to be. I wasn't going to go.
You had expectations?
Yeah, I'd seen the reviews. Thought maybe they'd give this one a miss. So it was funnier than it was funny. It entertained me for about, I don't know, an hour of its 90-minute running time.
Yeah, I get that. Because the end was just, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about this, actually, because people say, like...
12 minutes.
Yeah. A lot of people say this is important. This is something I've been wanting to tell you for a little while, actually.
Go on, then. Please let it be the end of the friendship.
I think this video is. Basically, you know when people say, like, you know, and a lot of people do, and certain people do, and stuff like that, and it's fine. How do you know the film is going to be good if you haven't seen even a trailer, or if you haven't, you know what I mean, or if you only read reviews and stuff like that? But it's like...
Well, if you've read reviews, that'll be the answer.
No, but you can't take them for granted. A lot of people don't trust reviews and stuff like that. Exactly.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, but Red Letter Media and stuff like that, you know those guys?
No.
And that.
Well, no.
I shouldn't have named them.
You said reviews, though, as opposed to you've
read
a review.
Like Cameron Jackson, you know, if he gave something a good review...
Yeah, well, obviously don't fucking...
So what's the point then? Everybody's got their... People read the Daily Mail and the Sun every day, you know.
They're idiots.
Exactly. So what are you saying?
No,
everybody has a subjective source of their information because they choose their preference. We've gone off kilter because you put a spanner somewhere in the works. But basically, I can't remember what I was saying.
You were saying, how can you know whether a film's going to be good or not if you've never seen anything based on it?
Yeah.
So what's your answer?
You can look forward to an album by a band because you know their style and you know who's involved in it and stuff like that.
Yeah, I did. Jonathan Levin and Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Seth Rogen, whose previous work was really good.
Well, Seth Rogen was last in the interview, wasn't he?
No, but I'm not interested. All of them have done different things. That's like going, the next Beatles album is going to be really good because Wings was great. Well, no, because that's a different person.
No, but they usually... okay, all right.
So, yeah, I was basing it off the last thing that I saw them do, and it was good. Unlike this, structurally, I mean.
So who is this? Is what's the name from Avengers then? He's messed this whole dynamic up, hasn't he?
What the hell are you talking about?
He's lost it. Yeah, alright, fine. Whatever, I don't care.
Bye!